Practice run.
How are you? Our first speaker this evening, Larry Kirch, City of La Crosse, Director of Planning.
I couldn't do a 1-minute PowerPoint slideshow, so I just have one prop tonight. I wanted to let you know, kind of a little secret, not too many people know about it, but in 2007, the City of La Crosse Planning Department applied for the League of American Bicyclists, bicycle-friendly community. I don't know this, but we do need to do a better job of getting the word out about this. I have 16 signs sitting down in the city street department waiting to go up around town. I got 4 of them up, but I got to get the other ones up. So every 2 years you have to go through recertification. So we were recertified in 2009. We'll have to do that again in 2011. There's only 3 communities in the state of Wisconsin that are designated by the League of American Bicyclists as bicycle-friendly communities. Milwaukee is bronze, like La Crosse. We have a bronze designation. Madison has a gold designation. So although we've been doing some good things for bike ped issues in the area, you know, the criteria, I think we barely squeak through. I think we can do a lot more to be more of a bike-friendly community. And my goal is to have La Crosse meet the gold standard, be better than Madison. Madison's going for platinum, though. I guess that's what their goal is. I would like to have a gold standard. So it's going to take a lot of work from you, the bicycling community, to make this happen. So how do we get to gold? Basically 2 things. The city's going to be embarking on a bike ped plan in this year. We got $80,000 federal grant, so we're going to have to set up a steering committee. There'll be lots of opportunity for public input, so we could use folks like you to help us put that gold plan together. The second thing is I'd like to ask you is to show up when it counts. And I told you it'd be hard to do this in 1 minute. So, for example, we have a project that connects really the north side with Onalaska. It was approved in 1999, and it's taken 12 years to get this pedestrian bike bridge over the Burlington Northern Yard. So this fall will be some public informational meetings, some public hearings on the capital budget. So I'd like people to show up, and it's going to be $1 million price tag for the city for the local share. But this project's been in the work for 12 years. Most people don't know about it, but we'd like folks to show up when it counts to speak in favor of the city funding this bike ped project, which really connects Enterprise Avenue with the whole north side of La Crosse. So my next job is to introduce the next speaker. Some of us have been working since 1993 on bike ped issues. We used to be the staff of the La Crosse Area Planning Committee, and we formed the Bike Ped Committee in 1994 when we did the regional bike ped plan. And one of the hallmarks of that group is that most communities around the state kind of dissolve their bike ped committee after they finish their regional plan. La Crosse did not. So La Crosse Area Planning Committee, Bike Ped Committee, has been around since 1994. Again, a little known entity, needs a lot more help from folks like you. So planning is important. More important is implementation, and that helps when you have a standing bike ped committee. That work continues today. I want to introduce Jackie Eastwood, who's the transportation planner for the La Crosse Area Planning Committee. Jackie and the Bike Ped Committee are doing an outstanding job, she's going to talk about that tonight, of creating the next regional bike plan for this area. I have to say their plan is much improved over the work I was involved in 1994, so they're doing a great job. Jackie Eastwood.
Yeah, I think if the city implements our plan, they'll hit gold and maybe platinum.
Yes, I would agree.
I am so impressed with how many people are here. I just want to thank everybody for coming tonight.
Where am I coming?
Well, I'm used to talking.
Jack?
I think pretty much everybody, we've had a lot of people out at the table talking to me, so you might already know all of this, but I am the transportation planner of the La Crosse Area Planning Committee. We are actually a bi-state metropolitan planning organization entrusted to perform long-range transportation planning for the La Crosse and La Crescent urbanized area. The planning area covers roughly the western 2/3 of La Crosse County and the city of La Crescent and the towns of La Crescent and Dresbach in Minnesota. Our overriding mission is to create a safe and efficient multimodal transportation system that accommodates not only cars, but also bicyclists, pedestrians, transit, and freight. Our current planning task has been to complete a comprehensive planning bicycle plan. And I would say that this plan is not a recreational plan. The objective is to improve our on and off-street bicycle facilities and the bicycling conditions so that we can get people who are used to driving to do everyday tasks, to go shopping, to go to work, to actually take some of those trips by bicycle. Now, the plan that we have here is very close to being done. It's only 2 chapters shy of being completed. All of the chapters that are completed are up on our website at www.lapc.org. We're expecting everybody to go up there, read everything, send their comments in. The plan will be completed and in its entirety up on the web by April 16th for an official 30-day public comment period. After that, our policy board will adopt the plan on May 19th, and then it will become an official part of our long-range transportation plan. So I would invite everybody to just, if you haven't already been out at the table, to take a look at the maps and everything that we have of our recommendations, and to take a look at what we have for our plan. Come out there and take a look and see what you think. As far as our Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee, like Larry said, it's the longest standing BPAC committee in the state. If it wasn't for them, a lot of this wouldn't have gotten done. They've been instrumental in providing feedback and giving us recommendations. So if you want to become involved a little bit more in the Metropolitan Transportation Planning process, I would invite you to come to some of our Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee meetings. They are held on the second Monday of every month at 5:30 p.m. in the La Crosse County Administrative Center in room B190. So with that, I will introduce Tim Kniep from the Driftless Region Bicycling Coalition.
Thank you, Jackie. Welcome. Like everyone else has spoken, I am very much impressed by the turnout, and I thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us. As Jackie said, my name is Tim Kniep. I'm the president of the Driftless Region Bicycle Coalition. We're based here in La Crosse, but our membership comes from all over the region. I'd like to not spend a lot of my time talking about details of our organization, but I'd like to ask a question. Who here has children? Let's see your hand. Who has grandchildren? You're my members. I want you. If you have children, I almost guarantee you they all have bikes. If you have grandchildren, I guarantee you they all have bikes. What we want to do is make the street safer for all bicyclists. We want to get people biking more and more often. And we do it by advocacy and building a positive, vibrant cycling community. We are involved in such events as Bike to Work Week. We work with HPT to help create this summit. We put on events. We do bike rodeos to educate kids. Our membership is open to anyone who is concerned with bike safety issues or is concerned about the very life of our communities, which can be helped and reinforced by getting more people biking. We're not a bunch of hammerheads, to use the term. You can look at me and tell that I don't quite get in the miles I should. So whether you're a casual rider, if you ride a trail, it doesn't matter. If you can think back to that time when you were young and you went down that hill and you felt that power and that joy and that feeling of freedom, that's what bicycles can give you back today, no matter your age. And that's what we want to make sure that every person, as they grow up and live in the city of La Crosse, can still experience. I invite you to, after the meeting, to stop by our table outside the door, get some more information. Visit us online at driftlessbicycle.org. And if you have any questions, ask any member. Several of us have a name tag. And with that, short, sweet, I thank you, and go ride your bike.